Hi guys, welcome to this video. Sorry it's been a little while since I put my last video out. There's a reason for that. I've not been very well, I've been busy, and I've also been distracted by what I actually wanted to show you guys today. So what I've been working on, if you haven't seen from the title and the thumbnail, is a sort of campaign tool. It's like an online map campaign tool. It's easier if I show you what it's all about really. So let's crack on and take a look. So this here is essentially the campaign page. Now this one is just a simple campaign that I've set up just to give you an idea of how it works. Now basically what you're going to want to do is when you log on, you'll have this little bit of menu here. So if you create an account, you log on, you'll have the ability to create factions, as you can see here. If you edit those factions, you can give them a little bit of description. Again, that's resizable. Give them a name and save them. Right, and then what you can do is you can set up a campaign. So if you click the create new campaign up here, it will essentially take you to this page here, but with much less information on it and a much smaller map as well. And then the person who manages the campaign, i.e. the person who set it up, can do all sorts of things to make it look fancy, and also invite other people. So as you can see here, there's two factions that have been added to this campaign, as you can see here. Each one of those has a little button here which takes you to the page which shows the description that I just edited, the name of the faction, and also has sectors controlled. I'm probably going to change the name of that to areas controlled because I'm trying to keep this as generic as possible. And it also has the effects that those have on the army during the campaign. So I'll start right from the beginning and I'll show you how it all works. So you have the name of the campaign, that'll be blank when you create your first one. You have a description for the campaign, and you have a bit here where you can put in any rules or comments on how the campaign is going to be run. You can also link documents in there. Say you've created a Google Doc, you can put that information in there as well. Then we've got the map size. So at the moment I've got it set to a 5x5, but that can be changed to even a 2x2. So if I change the size of this, click Update, return to the map, you can see here it's now been reduced to just these 4 hexes there. I want that to look right for this, so I'm just going to set it back to 5 by. Oop, it won't accept that. Come on, by 5. If I go back now, you can see there we've got the full map again. You'll have noticed that the image resizes as well. Now, one thing that I've added that you can do is you can actually change the image. So the moment I've got this world, which isn't really suitable for Age of Sigmar, but if I go into this folder here and I open this one, I can upload it and Pokery, there we go. We've got a different map. It's all resized the right way and it's all there. Right then, you'll notice that each of the factions has a colour, and that corresponds to the colour of the hex as well. And that again is editable down here. So if I want to change this one to be red, for example, hit Update, return to the map. You'll see there now, the light grey ones have now become red, and the name is updated there as well. Really simple stuff. Hopefully it's helpful in managing a map campaign. What else is there to do in here? I think that's basically it. It's just sort of managing the campaign, how it looks, how it works, and the size of it as well. So if we return to the map, you'll see here that you've got a view campaign details. This here is just a way of displaying the campaign information in a much more succinct way. And if we go back here, you'll notice that hovering over the different names gives this sort of grey pop-up. And if I go here, you can see that it's got the name, it's got conditions, so each one of these can have conditions added, an effect, and who it's controlled by. So a condition in this instance is something which affects just that hex, so just the games on that hex. So if you've got, for example, a hex that is a swamp, it might have a foggy haze over the ground, and so you'd have that as a condition. Maybe there's some visibility rules you can add in there. An effect might be, for example, in 40k Horus Heresy, if you own a big gun, sort of orbital bombardment gun, you can, or even just an airfield, you can either control reserves or you can bring in bombardments into any of your games, that sort of thing. So you can add some effects for the players, and that shows up if you go into this page here. So I've tried to make it easily identifiable which sort of sectors they've got control of, and then any effects that are affecting them, as you can see there. If we go onto a sector, you'll notice there's an edit button. Now, only the owner of the campaign, i.e. the person who set it up, has the ability to edit the campaign using this button up here. And they also the only person who has this edit button here, which gets you onto this page here, which lets you set the conditions, the effects, and also control who is managing or in control of that sector, which of course then corresponds over here. So I can take this one here, I can edit it, and I can take that, make it back neutral, and that one disappears there. As simple as that. Now the one last thing that I've added, which helps run the campaigns, is adding events. Now, you can add an event as a player, and only that player can edit them. So after each game, essentially what you want to do is you want to have one of the players who is involved add a new event, give it a name. Someone was slapped. And then you can set a date that they were slapped. So let's go with today, the 12th of 7th, 2018. They were slapped in the Rust Desert. The outcome, sore face. Describe the event, someone was slapped. There we go. If you update that, what you'll find is, if I'm lucky, there we go. It's then added down here, someone was slapped in the Rust Desert on that date. The outcome, of course, would be who won, that sort of thing. The description would be a little bit of fluff on how it went, and then you can edit that. Now, as the campaign owner, I have this little checkbox here, which lets me basically make this into a campaign event. If I click Update again, what we'll find is we've got this nice green bit here, and what this does is it allows the campaign, the person who's running the campaign, to set events into this section here. So it could be end of round, and then in the description down here you could put what happened, any new effects that are taking part in the next round, and then you could also have a new round in there as well, and also any changes to the map, that sort of thing. The campaign owner or admin can add those in, and that's basically it. So this allows you to log in, create yourself a campaign, invite all your friends. They'll first need to create an account on the website. There'll be a link down in the description to where you can log in and have a play. So first they'll need to create an account. Then they give you their email address that they've signed up with. You use that email address in here. So invite a new faction. You put their email address in there. You invite them, and all of a sudden, bish bash bosh, they get an invite on this screen here. So they now have an invite here, and they get to choose. They get to see the name of the campaign they've been invited to. They can choose which of their armies they've created they want to add, and then click accept, and that will add them into the campaign. Then it will appear in here as one of the ones that they can join. I think that's basically it. So I made this. I got quite excited by it, and just wanted to express it to you guys. It'd be really cool if some people can use it. It needs some proper beta testing. It's very much in alpha at the moment. All those menus look very messy, but most of the functionality is actually there. So yeah, if you like the look of it and fancy having a play, then head over to the link in the description, or here in fact, kiblams.co.uk. Excuse me. Create an account, have a play with the campaigns. Simple as that. And let me know what you think, again, is the important thing. Also, let me know if you think this is something which will be useful to people. I know not many people play campaign maps anymore. I mean, it might be useful to events as well. You can have up on the screen, you can have the big window. You can invite all the players who are there at the event. They can add their own events in, so people can, say you finish a game early, you can just log on your phone and have a look at the different games and see what the outcomes were, keep track of it all. And then the admin, the guy who's organising it in the corner, can start playing around with the hexes. And up on the big screen on the wall, you'll have a nice representation of how it's all going. There's quite a lot can be done with it. Excuse me. But as I say, it's all very new. I've only spent a couple of weeks on making it. But I would love to hear what you think. I think I'm coming down with something. Got a bit of a frog in my throat. So, all that's left to say is if you're looking for someone to play in Derby, Boards and Swords is the place to do it. I've had a lot of fun playing there. It's where I had my first Horus Heresy event, which I'm probably going to do a video on. Vulturus. It was a couple of weeks ago, and it was amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. So there's definitely some videos to be done on that. Lots of pictures to share as well. And if you're looking for a little bit of an extra discount on the web store, again, down in the description, you can use this code here, and that will get you an extra 5% off when buying from that site. Right then, there's nothing left to say other than keep up with me over here. Let me know what you think of what I've been working on. It's been a little bit of a passion project, something I've been meaning to do for a long time, and it'd be awesome if somebody can find some use from it. I've actually got one campaign going with some friends, but if other people can get their campaigns going, that would be awesome. So I thought making this video will help people understand how to use it, and a little bit of an instructional as well. So there we go. Right, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Stay well, guys.